Hi, welcome to Points of Perspective. My name is Adarsh and today I'll be making yet another artwork inspired by 4 randomly generated words by a random word generator. Let's see what it gives us this time. Writing, leader, monument, painting. 4 words, nothing to do with each other. Looks like this trusty word generator isn't that trustworthy after all. But that's what we got. So let's see what we can come up with. I started by putting down some shapes to create a massive monument as my main subject. To give this subject a little more attention, I started blocking out a few mountains and cliffs around it and made their shape so that it slightly points towards the monument. This would attract the viewer's eyes towards the main subject. The word writing as a noun would mean writings on a paper or a wall. So that's the direction I decided to take. Like some inscriptions on the wall with mysterious symbols in a language that is lost to time. This would give the monument a feeling of historical importance. I also decided to add a small gathering of people cheering in front of the monument, listening to a man giving an inspiring speech. This would take into account our next word, leader, and would also complement well to elevate the importance of our subject. Lastly, for the word painting, I decided to add some Stone Age style paintings to give some more information about the age of this structure. I think this concept is crude but sufficient. Since this has to be converted into a high quality 3D artwork, I won't be investing much more time into creating a detailed concept out of this. Instead, we will straight away move on to the next step and make an actual artwork out of this. I of course started by building the monument that would be tall and have interesting shapes to keep the viewer's eyes glued. I made the walls of the structure with lighter values so that it pops out against the darker elements that I plan to make around it. Speaking of which, the next order of things would be sculpting out the cliffs around it. I wanted to make the cliffs darker as it will serve well as a contrast to the bright walls of the monument, and the moonlight would provide a nice aggressive backlighting for the darker mountains. I made the ground a little rocky, flooded with a lot of grass and moss, especially in the crevices close to the areas where the mountains are intersecting with the ground. I modeled a few variations of characters with interesting costumes and then duplicated them with different poses to build a crowd of people. The leader, of course, will be royally dressed and sophisticated to mesmerize the followers. An afterthought was to add some people with paint buckets, painting the cliffs and rocks around them with a bright orange color to make them look like fanatics carrying out some weird ritual. Finally, I engraved some large but arbitrary symbols and text on the walls of the monument as to make it feel like an ancient language, followed by some roughly made paintings denoting some sort of prophecies envisioned by ancient people. This turned out so much better than I expected. I had so much fun bringing these quirky little ideas to existence, especially these tiny eccentric people with paint buckets and quirky costumes. I honestly did not expect to spend so much time on them. I spent more time on them than I spent on the monument itself, which is my subject. It was worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video at least as close to as much as I did. If you did, please leave a like. Actually, leave a like regardless and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.